Showing you how to create a squeeze page using the WordPress premium theme called OptimizePress. So moving on, we're now in my WordPress dashboard. I've installed OptimizePress like I said, and what we want to do is go into pages, click on add new. So here we are creating a new page as you would just like normal inside WordPress. Let's give this page a title. This is obviously where your content goes in WordPress. Before we add any content or start adding any content, just want to point out that OptimizePress adds in a few tabs within your page editor. One called Squeeze Page Customization Options, another called Launch Page and Sales Letter Customization Options, and it also gives you a little bit of SEO options there as well if you don't want to install another third-party SEO plugin like All-in-One SEO or Platinum SEO. For the purposes of this video, we're going to ignore the SEO options, we're going to ignore the sales letter options, because we're going to focus this video on the squeeze page. Before we even add any content in here, we have to choose a template, and if you click on the drop down box on the right hand side under page attributes, you can see that OptimizePress gives you a whole bunch of templates to use with this theme. There's 4 different sales letter templates, and within those 4 styles there's sub styles. Those are for your typical long copy sales letters where you can include videos and sidebars and some other features. For this video we're going to concentrate on the 10 squeeze page templates that OptimizePress gives you. And I'm not going to go through them all, but I'm going to go through the first 2 or 3 so you can see how this theme can change and is really adaptive. So let's just go ahead and choose squeeze template 1. And before we've even done anything, let's just preview that to see how this looks, and that will open up in another browser. So there you go, it's given us the bare bones template. There's obviously nothing on at the moment, but you can see the shape of the template and where the call to actions will go. So if we go back now and expand this tab here for squeeze page customization, let's just customize this a little bit. So overall font settings, I like Arial, so we'll keep it as Arial. Your bullet style select, you can choose different styles of bullets. We'll just leave it as that for the time being. Show pre-headline options. Now this is really cool because it allows you to have a smaller headline above the main headline. So if we go ahead and put a headline in here, so that's going to be the pre-headline on this squeeze page. You can change the color of the text, but we'll leave that as it is for now, and we'll leave the same font for the time being. We then scroll down a little bit and you see show headline options. This is the main headline of the squeeze page, and we'll put it in here. Again, you can change the color of the text, and for the main heading I like to have the font as impact, so we can change that very easily there. We then have the sub headline, so we've got the pre-headline before the main headline itself, and then the sub headline, and we can just go and add something in there saying free for a limited time only, and leave that as Arial as well. We then have the option to activate the video, and OptimizePress will automatically integrate a YouTube video, or even if you're hosting it on Amazon S3 or a private server, OptimizePress handles it really easily, and I'll show you using a simple YouTube video. I've got a YouTube embed code already prepared, so I'm going to put that into here. If you were using Amazon S3 or your own server, for example, you can paste the URL of that video here rather than the YouTube embed code or video embed code, I should say, from Vimeo or Vidler or anything else. If you don't want to change the height and the width of the video, you leave these 2 boxes blank, and that will look after itself. Another really cool feature of OptimizePress is that you can make sure that your videos are compatible for iPhone, iPad and iPod Touch. What you've got to do here is make sure your video is a .mov file, paste the URL into here, and that will make sure it's compatible for any Apple devices, which obviously don't support Flash. You can even change the video graphic on the front of the video, but I like to have the video there, so we'll leave that as it is. You can show a headline below the video. I'm not too keen on that, so we can leave that blank. Activate sidebar arrow, yes, because this is obviously the call to action that we want to draw people's attention to. So let's choose a different style. We can say a hand-drawn arrows red. You've got 4 options there, 2 blue 3 red arrows and 1 blue arrow. Some are hand drawn, one is animated and one is static. You can show the sidebar headline options, which you do want. So this is an attention-grabbing sidebar headline where you can tell your visitors what to do next. So for example, we can say, download your free ebook here. We can change the font to Hand of Sean. That's a pretty cool looking font for the sidebar. You can leave the color the same. Sidebar text, essentially what you want the visitor, what details you want the visitor to put in. So we can say, enter your name and email below to get the ebook. And show a spam notice. This in my experience has helped with conversions going up by having a spam notice there, just saying that you're not going to spam anyone. I think all we need to do is 100% spam free. Obviously you want to have a better spam notice there, but for the time being we'll leave it as that. And most importantly, you've got your web form code HTML. This is the raw HTML that you take from either your Aweber account or your MailChimp or Constant Contact or iContact or Infusionsoft or whatever autoresponder you're using. You put that into there and it will automatically populate the rest of the tabs. And that's all you have to do for that. You come down to select squeeze page button. This is the actual button that you want people to click, and it gives you a few options here. You can choose orange, red or yellow. Let's go for a yellow get access now button. You can activate an e-cover if you've got an e-cover for your ebook or DVD or whatever it is that you're giving away. I haven't got one at the moment, so we'll just leave that blank. And also you can add an exit pop-up, but I personally don't like these very much, so I'm not gonna do that on this page. So we've customized the bulk of the squeeze page now. We still haven't added in any actual content, but now let's preview it and see how this looks now. So we've previewed that. Let's go back to this window here. And there you can see very, very easily, and I've talked you through the process, so it can be done even quicker. The squeeze page is essentially done, even though we haven't added any content. You can see the different elements that we added in. So we've got the pre-headline up here, you've got the main headline here, you've got the sub-headline there. That's the video that we embedded from YouTube. That's just I've just taken a sample video from my channel. You've got the arrow, you've got the sidebar headline in the font that we chose, you've got the sub-headline, you've got the text inside the sidebar. The name and email box will be linked to your Aweber account or whatever autoresponder you're using. And that's the button that we chose, and there's the little anti-spam text. So in reality, you don't really even need to add any more information, any more content onto this squeeze page if this is all you're going for, if you've got a video rather than text. But if we go back to our editor and go here to add some content, just showing you very quickly, OptimizePress throws in a whole bunch of shortcodes that you can use. So if you click on this button here, it will pop up a window showing you lots and lots of shortcodes or style shortcodes that make your life really easy when wanting to add content to your page. This is really useful for sales pages, not so much for squeeze pages, but there are some elements here that we can use. So for example, if we choose a green plus list, I'll show you what that means. Essentially, if you want to put bullet points in your text above the video or below the video, you will put the text in here as normal, and the shortcodes will change the bullets to green plus a little green plus symbol. And I'll show you exactly what that means and how that looks. So if we just change the text here to say totally free download today. Second bullet we can say learn how to make more money, and the third bullet we can say drive more traffic to your website. All we're going to do is then, we won't publish that just yet, we'll just preview that and let this page refresh and see how that looks. Okay, so it's put up our bullets here. It hasn't actually done the green plus list. I know why, because we've chosen black arrows here. So if we choose green plus bullet there, refresh that page. So there you go, you can see our bullets here and the little green plus symbol. You can have red ones with black arrows or whatever you fancy for your own squeeze page. I don't actually like that there, so we're going to take that out. Just delete all of that. Click on preview again. Now, personally, I'm quite happy with this. If this was obviously the correct video, I'd be quite happy with this as a squeeze page. What we can do now, and what I'm going to show you, is the different styles of squeeze pages available just by changing the template. So we leave everything, all the settings the same. And if we just choose squeeze page 10, preview that, it changes the whole look of the squeeze page to something completely different. And you can even have the different video landing image and different style of arrows. It's got the PDF for if you're giving away a PDF. You can have an ebook cover here, a little bit of text. So you can see very quickly it's changed the whole look of this squeeze page. And if we go back and choose squeeze 4, again it will change the entire look and feel of the squeeze page. And there you can see it's changed it completely.